Why don't you do it?
Oh, come on, everybody,
do
it's
it.
Joe from Lucas.
Hi, everybody, it's Joe from Lucas.
I've been practicing that all week.
Yeah, and
Can't quite get it there,
it's
but
not
I'm
good.
working it.
It's not good. Don't
I'm
worry.
working it. I'm working it.
All right, guys. Hey, we got some great stuff. We got special guest Nathan from Maverick Wines. He's an expert in wine, so we get to put him and Kent up, and I get to just drink and have some fun here because I think I don't need the pressure. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure, as always.
All right, so let's talk about what we have going on. And I know I'm seeing these like basil and packages of seeds. I mean, tell me a little bit about what we're doing.
That's right. So these are part of the Start a Garden program. So that's what we're here to talk about today. Here's one of the displays that's here in your beautiful store.
Thank you.
And what we're doing is we're discussing the similarities that exist between wine growing and quality gardening. So trying to get you inspired for the season ahead with summer, with spring, with things going on. I mean, there's these wineries that are represented here have a real predilection for creating sustainable wines, sustainable wine growing, and
I mean, it was really big.
And involve themselves with protecting the environment as they're creating wines. And so we're trying to just get everyone involved. You can come in here, check out the display, grab a bottle of wine, grab a seed packet, and also these really cool neckers here that hang right on the bottle. These have seeds in them, so you can plant the neckers themselves.
Cool.
It's pretty neat. So just a way to talk about sustainability and wine growing and to get people interested in these wines, while still giving you a little something fun to do for spring and summer.
Oh, so let me tell you. So this is a biodegradable paper that you just stick in the ground. That's pretty cool. We had some people that I didn't know that.
That's right. And also,
I love basil. Basil's fresh basil out of the garden that rocks.
Who doesn't love pesto?
Absolutely.
Yeah, nobody. And also here on this display, and we'll also have this up on social for you guys, we've got information about how to make a plan for your garden. So understanding climatic zones, what works best in those places. We've got some expert tips and tricks here, and also some really cool recipe ideas. So it's all about inspiration and understanding sustainable wine.
Do we have pairings in there as well?
We do. Yes.
God, I love pairings. Pairings are what I need because for some reason, sometimes I screw it up. We talk about it all the time. I always like to know what goes really good with something. Sure. All right, so I know what goes good with bubbly, a couch, and the start of any party.
That's true.
Okay, so let's have some bubbly.
Great.
So tell me a little bit about this one. This is a Cremant, right?
This is. So Cremant is France's answer to champagne if it's not from Champagne. So this wine is made with the same modality, the champagne method. So second fermentation happens in the bottle, just like in champagne. This wine's from Burgundy. They're using Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, like they do in many champagnes. The aging time here is a little bit less than in a typical champagne, but that's one of the only major differences here. So you can think of this as a junior version of champagne that is not from the Champagne region, but still has most of the same techniques and grapes.
So it has a very light notes, like a delicate.
Delicacy is what it's all about when it comes to sparkling wines, as you know. And so, you've got some of that yellow apple, a little bit of raspberry, and a little hint of that kind of brioche quality that you get from the aging that adds complexity to the wine. So
I think I call it sugar cookie.
There you go.
That baked sugar cookie on the edge. You get just that little bit of, from the edge of it, you get that baked sugar where it's just a little toasty.
I think what I really like about this, it's the perfect dryness. I don't know if it's so hard for someone to truly understand that. It's not overly dry. It just has it's just dry.
That's really well said. So this would be considered appropriately dry, very well balanced. So this is Brut, which is a category that indicates the level of dryness in the wine. You can go from 0 to 12 grams per liter of residual sugar. That's not official, right? This one's at 10. Now, this doesn't mean that it's sugary at all. It means there's just enough sugar there to buffer the acidity that it already exists in the wine.
Okay.
I was going to say, that's a high acid wine. My tongue is still, I can almost feel it peeling my teeth in my mouth. But some cheese, a big old thing of brie with that would be like, I think just sit there and just enjoy my day.
Super delicious.
And that's perfect. Yeah, creamy cheeses are ideal with this. And as Joe said, somebody comes into your house, hand them a sparkling wine. It's the perfect way to greet them.
I always think we need to start opening up more parties with sparkling wine. I really mean that.
I agree.
That's like the funnest thing. You hear that pop and it's ready to go. It's hard to stop.
Kind of seen that moment.
Okay, what are we going to jump into here? This is a Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah, so this is a Raymond Sauvignon Blanc. This is lot number 4, 2019 vintage. This is mostly North Coast source Sauvignon Blanc, a little bit from Lodi. This one's done entirely in stainless steel. So the intention here is to keep those these primary citrusy stone fruit flavors front and center. It is precisely what you expect from a good quality California Sauvignon Blanc. So these guys, you know, and we were talking about how this is all related to sustainability. You know, sustainability has to do with being ecologically sound, economically viable, and these guys are entirely solar powered. So not only are they, you know, eschewing agrochemicals and doing water conservation techniques, I mean, supporting the people that are out in the fields picking these grapes, but they're looking at the whole plant overall and powering what they do by solar power.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is
So
a
what are you
viscous.
getting?
This is a viscous.
Great
Sauv Blanc.
mouthfeel.
It's exactly. It's viscous. It's heavy. It's more reminds you of a Chardonnay in texture.
How much is that?
It's a good
$9.99.
Wow.
On
That's
sale.
actually, I tell you what, that wine's drinking well above itself. I did not know the prices of these wines, not when we started.
That's delicious.
And it has the same neckard.
Very
Yeah.
floral.
Yeah, all these guys are right over there at that display. All these guys are right over there at that display. And when you come in, lots of basil seeds to be had. So
Excellent.
Nice.
and good call on the weight there. Also,
Yeah, yeah.
Some of that Lodi fruit, that extra richness.
It does. It's got a really nice richness to it. That's really cool. Thank you.
Okay, so what do we got? Oh, Little Russian River. I love Russian River.
I'll tell you what. So Loach has been, you know, one of the kings of the Russian River since 1975. So, you know, one of the early developers there. They are specialists in Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, and that's what we have here now. This one is entirely from the Russian River Valley, sourced from 3 different vineyards, all sustainably grown, and it is quintessential Russian River without having too much makeup. So you've got a hint of oak, you've got a little hint of that butteriness for texture, but it really is letting that pristine Chardonnay fruit shine through.
It's tropical.
You know,
it's like a tropical fruit
What's
salad.
interesting about all 3 of these, at least for me, you know, as I try and get better at any of the white category, they're all soft noses. Nothing's overwhelming. The winemaker who's ever making these wines has really had it's almost like a gentle approach. I'm not getting punched out of the way when I nose it, so that wants me to drink it. If that makes sense.
That's a good point. I mean, none of these are overripe. None of these are highly alcoholic. They are accessible and really delicious.
Oh, you taste that little wood up there, huh?
Exactly.
That's
Just
pretty
a little
good.
bit.
That's really good.
Nice. Oh yeah, nice. It's not overly oaky.
Yeah,
But
what
it's
a
there.
revelation.
It's there.
It's just a touch. It makes it where
Yeah.
you're trying to taste it. Does that make sense? I love that. Like, oh, I got a little bit.
Yeah, it's nice when things are not overpowering.
Now, what do we have here? This looks like a Pinot. Is that a Pinot?
Yeah, so this Heritage Reserve Pinot Noir, this is such a fantastic everyday Pinot Noir. As we all know, Pinot Noir is one of those grapes that is a perfect pairing with most foods. If somebody says, hey, bring a red wine to a party, Pinot Noir is the right choice. It's just that much versatility. So this one has that big cherry, that bright red raspberry. It is well balanced. We were talking about that earlier, Ken, about how it's overused sometimes.
Tobacco on the nose?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Again, that was my first note that popped. I always like that when I have it for the first time. Talk about that first note you get. I think it's really cool. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's exactly
I
right.
wasn't really sorry. I interrupt everybody. But it just sounds better.
You can interrupt me anytime.
Okay.
So not necessarily Russian River on this one, just a California appellation.
Right, so
Or-
sourced from various areas, including
Okay.
Russian River.
Gotcha.
But this is such a popular product that they need to resource themselves
Sure.
from wider areas.
Sure,
so,
sure.
I'm going to use your viscous word. It's also a heavier Pinot.
It is, it
It's
is.
not been.
When you look at it, I mean, you can
That's
see
nice.
through
it's
it,
a lot of bang for the buck.
but it's not weak.
Now, how much is
It's
this
not
one?
big. That's $10.99.
A Pinot?
I mean, it's
Pinot
it's
Noir
ridiculous.
for $10.99? That's a great value.
It is.
Ridiculous in the best way.
Exactly. Delicious. Nice.
So all these have the neckers.
They all have the neckers here.
What other spices other than basil?
I think we just have basil here now.
But there's other stuff coming
Yeah.
up, Michael was saying.
Basil's
Right.
one of our guys that works here too.
Oh, well, it's the perfect situation.
Actually, Basil. So I hope he doesn't watch to the end of this video. Hey, you know what, Nathan? This is awesome. Thank you so much. These are great wines that you come and you've taught us about. I'm excited, especially when I taste something new and it just gets better and better. This business, I love this business. Kent?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, hey.
Nathan, thank you so much. Thank you, buddy. Love you, man. Hey, guys, always, thanks for shopping at Lucas. One bottle at a time. We truly appreciate your business. Don't forget to like and follow us. Have a great day. Cheers.
Take care.